Welcome to Breaking Barriers.
Welcome to Breaking Barriers.
Welcome to a journey of resilience and resolve,
where the voice of Afghan women journalists resonate with stories of loss, dreams, and restricted freedom.
In each episode,
we delve into the hearts and minds of those who dare to speak out,
despite the shadows that loom over their future.
We explore what it means to yearn for a silenced past and to hope for an unseen tomorrow.
Join us as we listen,
learn,
and share in the struggles and aspirations of these courageous women.
Together, we seek understanding and foster hope.
Welcome to Breaking Barriers, where we explore stories of extraordinary bravery and courage among women journalists in Afghanistan. Today, our guest is an incredibly powerful figure in the non-world of Afghan journalism. She is a brave female reporter with an impressive portfolio who has worked for reputable media houses like Patchwork News Agency, Reha Madaniyat Daily, Salom Watanda Radio, and many others. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Tamana Bahar. A steadfastness despite adversity as a journalist should be a role model for us all. That wherever there is darkness, there will always be light. Thank you so much, Tamana Bahar, and once again, welcome on board.
You're welcome, and thanks for having me to this interview.
Let's jump to the discussion. Can you paint a picture of what the media environment was like in Afghanistan before the Taliban regime?
I think before the Taliban regime and taking over all Afghanistan by the Taliban, we had a good freedom of speech, and we had a good media overall, because each and everything were really in growing up. As a journalist that I was starting in 2013, working with different medias, I just saw all the things with my own eyes that in 2013 what was or how was the situation of media in Afghanistan, and how was in 2021 after the end of Afghanistan government and starting a new regime with the Taliban. I think we had freedom of speech, each and everything were in growing up. All the journalists were able to speak about what they want, to make report about what they really want, or all the people were able or were allowed to speak about their own subject or about their own problems with the government or in any other sections. In my idea, before the Taliban government, each and everything with Afghanistan media were completely perfect. Even if we can compare it with the Asian freedom of speech media or in Afghanistan, as I have experience, I think that in Afghanistan, if we had a good freedom of speech in medias than other country, especially in Asia.
So, can you describe what went through your mind on the day the Taliban took over the country? What were your initial thoughts and emotions as a journalist? And were there any specific concerns or fears that arose for you personally or for your colleagues in the journalism community?
I think it was the most darkest day in whole of my life. When the first time Taliban had took over all the Afghanistan, I was so young and I was just born on that time. But for the second time that they just wanted to take over again and took over each and everything again, it was completely something like a dream for me. I just thought that I'm dreaming. Just some people are coming and told us that you need to leave your office as soon as possible because some new people will come and take over each and everything, and you're not able to work more. You were not able to even alive because you were not granted. Especially for the journalists, because we were making reports about the violence of Taliban in Afghanistan. We were making the voice of the people who were under the violence of the Taliban, or we were just doing each and everything not against the Taliban, just to make a true or a real reports about what was going on the community of Taliban or what they were doing. We were just thinking about one thing, that we were gonna killed by the Taliban. We won't have a life more. Our family will be killed by the Taliban. There won't be no life for us. All these were the fears or the dreams, or I'm just thinking that day or that moments were just like a dream. Each and everyone were crying, like the whole thing was like there's someone is going to die or a person is died, and you are just going to do something. I can't explain it clearly, but I think it was the most darkest day in whole of my life.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that. What were your dreams and aspirations as a journalist during that time? How did you think you would contribute to the media landscape in Afghanistan?
On the time, I think that what we are dreaming and what we are seeing or what we are going to face is completely different. I think we were just dreaming that we will have on that time we were just dreaming that nothing going to happen, or maybe just the only thing that we will have, we will die, our family will die, they will kill all of us, all of our family, all of our colleagues, and there will be no one to be here. But again, we were just hoping that I hope that nothing would be happen, and the dreams that we had made before the Taliban, like to make an international Afghanistan media, or compare the Afghanistan media, or to make Afghanistan media as a USA or any other country's media like that. On that time, all our dreams were completely complicated. Sometimes we thought that nothing will be happen, everything will be completely okay, and it's just like people thought or people speech, each and everything will be finished. And in one side we think that, or we dreaming that nothing, that everything will end, we won't do, or we won't make anything different again and again. But I think that we were going to kill, and if we going to kill or if we going to die, we won't let the other peoples to die. It was the only thing to inspire us.
Wow. And how have your experiences as a journalist changed during Afghanistan transformations? What are the biggest problems journalism faces in today's Afghanistan? And did you work during the Taliban regime? How was your experience?
In 8 years or 9 years of my working as a journalist, all my reports was completely in my own name, on my own title, everything. But when the Taliban regime has started, you might know better. The first thing that we had or we faced was that all the females journalists must to stay at home. They are not allowed to work. They are not allowed to go out or doing something. And it was hard because what we had it before the Taliban, I was working as a female journalist, but there was no difference between a female journalist or a male journalist. Each and everything was completely equal for us. All the things were completely the same for us. There were no difference or anything between we both. But after the Taliban, everything from the end up just completely start from the zero.
Yeah.
You're dreaming that everything just vanish and a new thing from the zero will start, which is completely under the zero. We are not just accounted as a zero number. I was not allowed to go out. I was not allowed, but with all these problems, I was working, but my reports was not publishing under my own name, because when the Taliban knew this, that I'm going to publish reports or these things, or I'm going to work, they were going to make so many problems for me. By that way, they had made so many problems for me, they arrested me, they took me to the jail for what I wrote, for what I did against them.
Mm-hmm. Despite all these challenges, what made you still continue being a journalist? And were there any stories or encounters that inspire you to keep going?
My people, especially rich people who are still living in Afghanistan, they're facing so many problems. You might read everything in news articles that millions of girls are not allowed to use their primary right to educate them or to go to school. This inspired me or to make harder or to be still as a journalist, to work as a journalist, even if there is Taliban, if there is hundred of problems for the journalists, all my people problems, all the things, especially when I see that people who are still in Afghanistan need me, all these inspire me to continue working as a journalist or to do something as a journalist to make the voice of them for the international people to hear their voice and to see or watch what is going on in Afghanistan.
And before we wrap up, I want to extend my deepest appreciation to you, Tamana Bahar, for your extraordinary bravery, courage, and resilience in sharing your story with us today. In the face of immense challenges, you have been exemplified what it means to be a beacon of strength and hope.
You're welcome again.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us for Unbreaking Barriers, Women in Afghanmedia. Let's continue to uplift and amplify the voice of Afghan women journalists who inspire us with their unwavering determination. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay inspired. This is Farah Marchikan, signing off with a reminder that the power of storytelling knows no bounds.